All right, Jordan Cope, what do you make of this? This is obviously, taking this conflict, taking the anti-Semitism to the next level. We understand that the situation in Gaza at this point in time is extremely volatile and extremely sensitive, but this is completely mad. This is absolutely unacceptable what's happened in Washington, D.C.
I want to iterate that this is a culmination of the concerns of the American Jewish community, which has been screaming about surging anti-Semitism in the United States now for years. Jews might only comprise 2.4% of the US population, and yet, according to the FBI's hate crime statistics, they suffer 68% of all religiously motivated hate crimes in America. The United States, unfortunately, has an anti-Semitism crisis on its hands, and the recent attacks in Washington, D.C. were nothing short of anti-Semitic hate crimes. I want to clarify that the shooter did not target the Israeli embassy. What he targeted was an event being hosted for young Jewish professionals, and those who just happened to come out of the event, the first two, were the ones who he shot. This was an event for American young Jewish professionals and for diplomats in the DC community. He did not discriminate in terms of who came out of that event. He simply shot two people who came out of a Jewish event and an event for young Jewish professionals. And my thoughts at this time are that I question whether his motives were in part founded by the recent faulty statement by a UN official, Tom Fletcher, who came out on BBC and recently stated that Israel was about to kill 14,000 Palestinians by causing conditions of famine and malnutrition, which were blatantly untrue. And so I'm furious right now because people fail to realize that misinformation about the conflict is modern day anti-Semitism, perpetuating, whether it be intentional or recklessly false information, does at times lead to Jewish deaths, and it has throughout millennia. People don't understand. The anti-Semitism of the past always evolves, and the common theme is that it tries to attribute the worst possible crimes and the worst possible attributes to Jewish people. And time again throughout history, they have been proven to be false. And the way that the Middle East conflict is currently being covered is one prime example of how anti-Semitism continues to manifest in this very hour. And unfortunately, two Jews in the United States of America, far from the conflict, have paid the price of anti-Semitism. It's disgusting, and it's a serious concern for American Jews. And many American Jews like me are now wondering whether this is a tipping point that will enable more violence in the future, while we already have an anti-Semitism crisis on our hands.
Absolutely right.